Has the second huge Sphinx on the Giza Plateau of Egypt just been discovered? Remember that about 100 years ago, about 100 years ago was uncovered. The ancient Egypt area, the Sphinx, for example, was covered up to its neck. At the time of Napoleon, for example, it was up to its neck. This is a picture from about 1865, and you can see the head looks like it's of different material than the body. The body was totally covered by sand. And here it is, it's trying to partially uncovered. And of course, we have the Giza Plateau is now a very large tourist attraction and is totally cleaned up. Well, most of it is cleaned up, but this could be the second Sphinx. And you'll notice that the head is totally worn off. That's perhaps what happened to the original Sphinx of the Giza Plateau. And maybe that's why they had to rework the head or replace the head with another material, because the head, as we see here, is in a terrible condition. You can't see if it had a face on it or head or hair or ears or whatever. Anyway, we all know the pyramids of Egypt, and we all know that there is a large structure nearby called the Sphinx. Various investigations have suggested there must be another, because usually Sphinxes are put in twos. Now, YouTube's Ancient Architects channel, one of the first videos of this in October 2017, examined this theory that there was a second Sphinx in Giza, which is based on historical texts, and concluded that it was most likely a brick structure and mud on the other side of the Nile. And they said it was probably much younger than the great well-known Sphinx, but it was probably destroyed by natural flooding events of the Nile River. But the video did not take into account the assumption recently made by Dr. Rida Abdel Halim that the remains of that second Sphinx might still exist on the Giza Plateau and not across the river. Dr. Rida's claim is in a paper study presented in 2016 at the International Science Conference in Egypt. If all of this had a truly scientific basis, and this structure, it could really be another Sphinx, a second Sphinx, things could change a lot for what we know so far. And I'll leave a link below for you, and you can watch the video relating to this. Is this the second Sphinx of Egypt? And please leave a comment. Thank you so much for your support. You may find it a little bit difficult to listen to his accent. It's a very heavy Yorkshire accent of the UK, but after a few minutes you get used to it. I hope you'll find it informative. Thank you. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.